You ride hard, you wrench when you have to, and you don't have endless cash to throw at the problem. You've probably Googled your way into 3 conflicting opinions and still aren't sure what to do. I'm TJ Leach. I've been riding since I was a kid and racing cross country for 10 years. I'm not a certified tech. I don't do it by the book every time, but what I know, I've learned through my own sleds in real conditions on the racetrack and on the trail. And most of it has held up pretty well. That's what this series is. I'll share what's worked for me. I'll be straight with you when something isn't just my way of doing it. I'm not here to be the final word on anything. I'm just one guy with a lot of seat time and a willingness to talk through it. If a product shows up here, I've already run it and I stand behind it. That's the only reason it would be here on this series. Hit subscribe if that sounds useful. Episode 2 is already on the way. I will provide some DIY and how-to videos, basic maintenance, trailside fixes, and the kind of how-to content that actually comes up on a ride. Things like tightening a track or bleeding your brakes. Maybe not exactly how the manual says to do it, but how I do it. And it's held up through a lot of race miles. I'll always flag where I'm going off script so you know what you're working with. The goal isn't to replace your dealer or tell you there's one right way. It's to show you how I handle it so you get something to go off of when you're figuring out your own approach. I'll provide product reviews. There's a lot of gear out there with a lot of opinions attached to it. When we look at something here, I'm just sharing my experience with it. Does it hold up? Is there a cheaper option? Does it do the job for how you ride? I do work with some brands, and when that's the case, I'll say so. The reason I work with them is because I was already using the product before anyone asked me to talk about it. Most snowmobilers have a trailer, and I'd like to provide some information around those two. Racing has taught me that a bad trip can fall apart in just the driveway. I'll walk through how I've set things up, what's bit me in the butt, and what I do differently. Last thing, drop a comment and tell me what you're working through. A sled issue, a gear question, something you've looked up 100 times and still feel fuzzy on. I might not have the answer, but I'll share what I know. And that's genuinely how the next episodes get built. Everything in this series lives in one playlist. The link's in the description and it's worth bookmarking it for future videos. See you in the next one. If you want to see more videos like this, check it out in the playlist here. And if you want to see my more recent video, check it out right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.